Whoa, Jenny, is your sister home?
No. But I'm here.
Congratulations. You passed the test.
A test?
I put my sister up to it. Oh, Jake, you do love me.
Guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. Spurglery is the word that we're looking for right now. I've known about this in the past where there were websites that would make fake ultrasounds and fake documents to try to fool a man into thinking that he was perhaps the father of a child. And I've got that website pulled up. I'll talk about this. This is a new product I just saw yesterday on Twitter. And it's kind of like an ad, and it's a website where they will teach women how to pull a man's jimmy out of the waste can and spurgle, steal his baby juice, and get herself in the motherly way. Ironically, that number one, it does mean the man is on the hook because it is his DNA. He is technically a father. There's no laws that say women can't do this. And can you imagine going to a girl's place, right? Maybe she has some smoke show, and her sister definitely wants to have a kid, but she's a 300-pound land whale that is looks like Ernest Borgnine, right? No guy will get to her. But you go to this cute girl's house, you hit it and quit it. You're a smart man. You wrap things up. You toss your wrapper in the trash. She ushers you out the door. You think, wow, what a good time. That was easy. Didn't even have to get her phone number. She goes into the trash, steals it, gives it to her sister, and all of a sudden, before you know it, you've got a kid with a land whale. You'd look at me and you'd be like, dude, that sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it's actually a real thing. This is from Vasu Eriksson. And he says, so there's a page teaching women how to steal protection, men's protection, for the bedroom fun without their guy's knowledge and using the collected baby juice for home insemination and then filing for child support. Can someone please bring attention to this and help report and remove the content page from @MakeAMom? So let's go to @MakeAMom because I didn't realize he put a link in there. All right, here's the page in question. It's from makeamom.com. Help women become mothers one baby at a time. Now, normally you'd say, hey, that's great. Except this is very, very shady. I'm gonna play some of the videos here for you, but there's an actual website. Before I dive too far in, I do want to thank Rollo Tomasi. He's aware of it, and he had this great post, and I like this line, and so I used it for the video tag. But I do want to give him credit for it. He said it's not that every woman will, it's that they can. And that's the scariest part about this. They say here, conceive without intercourse. But let's be honest, it's jacking. I took the video that they had. I wanted you to hear the words that were in the advertisement, and then I'm going to go to the webpage and show you. I wanted you to hear the words of the song that they're playing over this video because it is telling you this isn't, oh, well, this is just a way to help women get pregnant. No, they're talking about like theft. And why I say this ruins men's lives is because you're having no say. You know, if in many states, stealthing is the practice of a guy going to a girl's place. He puts on the wrapper, right? And in the middle of the act of the bedroom fun, he rolls that off, sneaks it, puts it off to the side, goes raw dog, drops a nut, and next thing you know, she's either got an STD or she's pregnant or something like that. Guys can go to jail for that. But a woman, you make sure it's wrapped up, you do everything that's right, and she goes and steals out the juice, gets herself pregnant. You're responsible for that kid, even though you're nowhere near wanting to be a father. So I dropped this in an AI splitter. It removed the music, but it does keep the woman's voice on top of it. And you can see the subtitles down below. If you're just listening, I think you can hear the theme of the lyrics.
What if I told you none of it was accidental, and the first night that you saw me, nothing was gonna stop me? I laid the groundwork, and then, just like clockwork, the dominoes cascaded in a line. What if I told you I'm a mastermind?
So she's a mastermind. She's a mastermind, and for those of you that are just listening, it's a product where you have a syringe type thing. You can suck up the baby juice. You put it into a rubberish type housing, slide it in the old baby box, pop the top and inject your baby juice right up to where insemination happens. Obviously, near the entrance to the fallopian tubes, I guess you call it, the cervix, right? Is that right? Something like that.
And now you're mine.
And they say, now you're mine. It's got this smile, like this sly grin emoji. It's very cringe and, quite frankly, upsetting.
It was all by design.
Make a mom get you pregnant.
This is so slimy. Well, this has been around for a while. This is from an article I found while I was looking at this stuff from 2019. So we're going back 5 years. What is spurgling, and why do experts have concern about the baby juice stealing practice? They say when Eve, 42, confided in her friend her frustration that her partner was unwilling to start a family, she was completely unprepared for the response. You could always put holes in the wrapper or steal the baby juice when he goes to the toilet, her friend suggested. It might sound outlandish, but according to experts, baby juice stealing, or spurgling, as it's been coined, is an actual thing. Although a fairly recent term before spurgling, the act was more commonly known as sperm jacking. Urban Dictionary describes it as the term defines to involuntarily collect a man's baby juice, generally committed by females who desire to have a child with a male with no such desire. What's more, is believed that the act of burglarizing this could actually be on the rise. Again, we're going back 5 years ago. A quick Google of the term shows up way more examples than you might imagine. Earlier this year, a man turned to Reddit for advice after returning from the bathroom to find his girlfriend trying to impregnate herself with the contents of their recently used wrapper. Unsurprisingly, the now deleted post went viral. And parenting sites are rife with secret confessions from women who became mothers via the various different ways of stealing the baby juice. Most famously, journalist Liz Jones confessed in the Daily Mail to doing this to her ex-partner in an attempt to get pregnant. Of course, accidental pregnancies, or women attempting to get pregnant without a man's consent, aren't necessarily all that new, but the methods, they have been somewhat switched up. From pretending to be on the pill to purchasing injection kits like the one that I was talking about, the desire seems to have a baby is making some women resort to some pretty drastic measures, but have alarming fertility headlines played a role in driving such extremes. And they get into birth rates and a bunch of other stuff. Here's what it really boils down to. I don't see anywhere. Oh, right here. Okay. Here's the part I wanted to find. There's legal implications to consider, too. Karen Holden, founder of a city law firm, says the situation throws up many legal considerations. The firm has advised on many fertility arrangements with anonymous donors and co-parenting where a man donates his sperm willingly, but informally to friends outside of the clinic or through a licensed clinic. In a scenario where a man has donated it through a licensed clinic, he would normally relinquish all parental rights before treatment can take place, blah, blah, blah. But they said the situation would be different in the case of conception via spurgling. If, however, this was done informally at home, regardless of any written or verbal agreement, if the mother is unmarried to the biological father, he will be considered the legal parent. Whilst he might not have parental responsibility unless he's named on the birth certificate, he could have the right to make applications to court for parental responsibility and contact. Whilst financial claims against donors are complex, this means in turns he could be financially liable for the child. And they don't say this is illegal. They don't say there's any problems with this. Now, I forget if it was a basketball player or a rapper. I know some of you guys will mention down in the comments below of taking Tabasco and putting some hot sauce in it. Yes, that would work. And it would certainly punish her for trying to take advantage of you, I would say. So, yes, you could put a little hot sauce in it. Other than that, though, the other thing you could do, it's kind of gross if you're at her place, is you could say plumbing be damned and throw it down the toilet, give it a zip. The other thing you could do is just, if you take it off carefully, tie a knot in the end of that bad boy, throw it in your pocket, and wait till you get to your own house. I know it's kind of gross, but let's be honest, it's better than 18 years of child support with somebody you had no plan on being a parent with. And there's nothing really you can do with it or do about it, because it's your DNA. And she can go to the court and say, yep, we use protection, but what do you know? Or she can say that to you too. She could say, must have failed or must have slipped off a little bit or something happened, and you might not even know. So you might think, man, I goofed up. Might not have anything to do with the guy goofing up. They say, this is from New York Post, and this is just from, last month. Shady firm touts weird spurgling stealing kit to make men dads without permission. A company's marketing an in-home kit on the social media platform X. It's encouraging women to fish the used wrappers out of the trash without their partner's knowledge and use the collected baby juice to get pregnant as to make him a dad without his permission. The company Make a Mom touts its $250 stealing product as a way to circumvent laws in the U.S. that make it illegal to poke holes in the wrappers without the knowledge of both participants. Well, here's what's weird. Okay, let's say she pokes a bunch of holes in there, and then you use it, and you didn't know. She doesn't have to say she poked holes in there. She doesn't have to say that. It'd be in the trash and gone by the time, and then 6 or 8 weeks later, she's like, uh-oh, here I am a mom, and it's your fault, and it's your DNA, and there's no proof. So even to circumvent that, they're basically saying, well, we didn't poke a hole in it. One of the ads on X notes that while poking holes in the protection without the knowledge of both partners is illegal in most states, taking the wrapper without his knowledge is not illegal in any state. So women are circumventing the law to take advantage of men. They say this is illegal, poking holes in the wrapper, but this is not taking it out and fishing out. The company boasts that it offers a way to circumvent laws that make it illegal. They say one ad shows someone poking a hole in the wrapper and with a needle, and cover version of the song Sweet But Psycho plays in the background. In the next segment, unidentified individual grabs a used wrapper from the trash. The ad headlined under the caption, "Not legal advice on X," then urges users to buy a device that lets them collect the baby juice for home use, the kit, etc. I'll show you you guys saw the video. This is the website. Why 100,000 plus customers think Make a Mom delivers the promise of a family. I hope that's BS advertising. I really hope it is. Can you imagine if 100,000 dudes? They say the average round of IUI ranges from 2,000 US and IVS averages 10,000 per attempt. But we can give that to you for a fraction of the cost. And it's washable and it's safe and effective. And they have some user profiles and they have some women doing videos.
Hi, my name is Felicia. My husband and I tried for a long time.
Okay, that's a husband.
We've been wanting to start a family for a while now.
Okay, that's someone that wanted to start a family.
After many months of trying to conceive, we decided to try.
That's we. See the people that they have on the website here in the it works great. Oh, it works great. There's a problem. Those people are part of, that's a man that wants to be in this. But they're advertising also to people that don't. And then they have here on the website, they even have a matchup where basically on a Facebook group, women that want to have kids can match up with guys and get the delivery system firsthand without going to a doctor. Basically, that's just scheduling for raw dogging and hooking up. And it's not the first site that's out there. There's Fake-A-Baby, which does fake ultrasounds, fake sonograms, fake DNA tests. Fake DNA tests, man. And these are on sale for anywhere between $5 and $10. So you can get all these fake stuff to fool men. What this really is to rob men. This is to steal from men. This is to ruin men's lives. That's all this is. This is just straight up to ruin men's lives. And so while there are laws out there that say you can't take a sharp object and poke holes in the wrapper, that's, of course, probably, I mean, yes, it was women that do that because you hear about that happening all the time back in the day where women would poke holes so they could keep their man or make sure their relationship stayed together or got the baby that their partner didn't want. But because that is a law in so many states, now they're just like, no, just steal the juice. Here's a delivery system, like a turkey baster, except it's much smaller and rubbery and you can slide it up in and there you go. This ruins men for life. How this is still a thing, I don't know. It's frustrating. It angers me. And there's so many laws that, quote unquote, protect women. But when it comes to this stuff that protects men, there's very few of them. And who cares? I'll be honest with you. I mean, I don't know any of my senators or my congressmen here in Tennessee, but I'd like to try to get this to maybe some of them and see if we could do something about this because it's so frustrating. Men already have so many laws that protect women, do nothing for men. And then when something like this comes out, the government, the police agency are just like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's just, no worries. Moving on. We have a population crisis anyway. That's where we are with this stuff. Guys, don't forget, I always forget to bring over my picture here. Let me bring over my picture. One moment here. Where did I save it? Oh, here it is. Guys, don't forget, over on betterbachelor.locals.com, it is free speech over there, free speech and forums. We get to say whatever we want. I am the only moderator, and I've never removed, I think, a post in the history of all time over there. We've got tens of thousands of members. We've got a large group of supporters, not that many supporters. I wish I had 10,000 supporters. I'd be able to retire in 15 hot minutes. But we do have some good supporters over there. You can get involved on the forums. It's $5 a month. It helps me stay independent from places like YouTube and continuing to do the content that they don't like. So I would appreciate if you became a supporter today and join us on the free speech forums where we talk news and all the other things that concern men. All right, guys, we'll leave it there. We'll see you in the next one.